So in this video, we will discuss solving linear equations. When we solve a linear equation, we may end up with finding only one solution, or we may find no solution at all, or we may find infinite number of solutions. So we will see an example for each. In this video, we will only discuss the one solution case. Before solving it, we won't understand if there are one, no, or infinite number of solutions. So how do we solve this equation? There is a parenthesis and a number outside, which is multiplied by this parenthesis. So we will start by using the distributive property and distribute this number inside the terms. Negative 2 times 2x equals negative 4x. Negative 2 times 6 equals negative 12. And this equals negative 3 plus 5x. When we solve a linear equation, we will combine like terms together. So negative 4x and 5x, we will put them on the same side. There is more than one way to do this. So we can subtract 5x from both sides, or we can add 4x to both sides of the equation. I will choose the second way, but it is like a personal preference. You may want to subtract 5x from both sides, or you may just do what I'm doing here. When we add 4x to both sides, what happens is that negative 4x and positive 4x cancel out on the left, so we are only left with negative 12, which equals negative 3 plus 4 plus 5x, which is 9x. So we just combine like terms on one side, and we will collect the numbers on the other side. So actually our equation simplified to this one, where we have negative 12 on the left and negative 3 on the right. So we can collect the numbers on the left because we have the variable on the right. We will collect them on opposite sides. So in the next step, we will just add 3 to both sides, which will cancel out with the negative 3 on the right. So, we actually add positive 3 to both sides, right? So we add the same number on both sides. And on the left, negative 12 plus 3 equals negative 9, which equals 9x on the right. So once we have only a variable, like a multiple of it, equals to a number, we can divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of x. So the number which tells us the quantity, how many variables, how many x's are here, is called the coefficient. So we divide both sides by this number, by the coefficient of x. So this is gonna cancel out that coefficient. It's gonna leave x alone by itself. So this is what we isolate x. And negative 9 over 9 equals negative 1. So we were able to find x as negative 1. So in this case, this is an example of an equation where we have only one solution, and it is equal to negative 1. So here we solved our equation. Now let's check if we did it correct. So how do we check an equation? We just need to plug the value into the variable and see if the equation is satisfied. So negative 2 times negative 1 plus 6, is that equal to negative 3 plus 5 times negative 1. We will carry out the operations on each side and see if they end up being equal, if they simplify to the same number. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, plus 6 inside the parentheses. Let's just copy this down. Is that equal to negative 3 5 times -1 equals -5. -3 plus -5. So -3 plus -5 equals -8. And -2 plus 6 equals 4. So we also have -2 multiplied. -2 times 4 is -8. So this actually equals -8, so it checks. So this is the solution to our linear equation. There is only one solution.